summer. Broadcasting live from KXII-TV, this is First News at 5.
Knocked to the ground by a Colbert police officer and caught on tape. Now that videotape could be worth millions. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for First News at 5. Our top story, a cop accused of going too far. Now a local town could pay the price. You may remember this video from 9 months ago. A Colbert police officer chased an elderly man to Denison and then once inside this convenience store, hit that man in the face. The man, 68-year-old James Murray, ended up in the hospital with a broken hip. The officer, Richard Wyatt, was fired a few days later and now faces federal charges. But now the city of Colbert is facing the possibility of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Whitney Wyatt has our top story.
Murray is asking for $3.75 million from the town of Colbert. Compensation, his attorney says, is for Murray's pain and suffering, something he says the city should have prevented. Murray's attorney says this video speaks for itself. It says the force by an officer that should have already been fired. The claim filed against Colbert states that the police chief warned city leaders that Wyatt, if retained on the police force, would be trouble, but the Board of Trustees kept him on. Murray's attorney, Ed Robertson, says that police officer was out of line, hitting his client and breaking Murray's hip for no reason at all. Since Murray got out of the hospital, he says he barely leaves his one-room hotel apartment because he just can't walk very good anymore.
But do you think what he did to you was wrong?
What do you think? Was made wrong? You walk up and just knock, fire you.
The police officer's federal criminal trial begins on April 26th. As for the town of Colbert, it has less than 2 weeks to settle out of court before Murray files a lawsuit. Matt.
All right, thanks, Whitney. The town manager did not return our calls today. The mayor was out of town. A disturbing crime trend in Ardmore, thefts from local cemeteries, literally robbing from the dead. Zach Anderson is live at Ardmore's Rose Hill Cemetery this afternoon with more. Zach?
This cemetery is home to thousands of grave sites, and each one of them is decorated with flowers, personal mementos, and other items. But lately, several of those items have been disappearing, the work of thieves. It just happened to Tawala Jeter. Her father, Jerry, passed away just over a year ago, and since that time, she's taken it upon herself to keep up his gravesite and decorate it with personal objects. 3 months ago, she placed an angel wind chime on the grave, but on her next visit, it had disappeared. And it wasn't the first time it had happened. In fact, over the last few months, Tawala says numerous objects have been stolen from her father's gravesite.
It's a very sick feeling to think that someone can disgrace you like that. It's just, and there's nothing you can do about it. You don't know who did it, why, and it's just very upsetting. It's hard to put into words what it feels like.
We did speak to officials here at Rose Hill Cemetery. They told us this type of crime usually does pick up during the spring, but there's really not much they can do to keep it from occurring. As for Tawala, she says she plans on continuing to decorate her father's gravesite regardless of the thefts. Reporting live in Ardmore, Zach Anderson, First News.
All right, thanks, Zach. This type of crime is difficult for police. In fact, most of the objects stolen are never recovered. Driving east of Sherman just got a little easier. After years in the making, the new Highway 82 is finally complete.
2, 3.
The last segment opened today, an 8-mile section of highway from Bells to Sherman. That project alone cost $13 million. Transportation officials call it a major east-west corridor for North Texas that will keep heavy traffic off the narrow and curvy roads of Highway 56 and outside of small towns.
It means safety for one thing, and of course convenience, but you know, when you make 4 lanes out of 2 lanes, why, that means you don't have the head-on traffic, things like that.
The highway was built using state and federal highway funds. A couple on trial in Bryan County for taking nude pictures of a teenager. 36-year-old Charles Storm and his 33-year-old wife Josette were arrested back in February for taking nude pictures of a 13-year-old girl. Investigators told the two told police they were trying to help her become a model. That case was scheduled for court today but was continued. So far, their trial date has not been set. Both are still in the Bryan County Jail, charged with 1 count of child abuse and possession of child pornography. Just before 5, news from Washington that 4 mutilated bodies have been found in Iraq. No word yet if they were Americans. 5 more civilians were kidnapped today, though. 4 were Italian security guards working for an American company. The 5th is a French photographer for a Paris-based television network. This week, 7 employees of a U.S. contractor, including 43-year-old truck driver Thomas Hamill and 2 U.S. servicemen, are still missing. In Mississippi, the family of Hamill are on pins and needles, waiting for word on his well-being. Elizabeth Sanchez spoke with that family and has more from Macon, Mississippi.
On this rainy day, signs of support fill windows and line streets, while Thomas Hamill's wife, who is recovering from heart surgery, remains in seclusion with her 2 children.
This weather just fits the mood of the people.
So far from home, Hamill was just trying to support his family in Macon, Mississippi. But his abduction by Iraqi insurgents as he guarded a fuel convoy has left this community of 3,200 people with little to do but pray.
I think really everyone kind of feels helpless because there's really not anything anyone can do. We just really don't know anything.
On Saturday, Hamill's captors threatened to kill him if American forces did not end their siege in Fallujah. The deadline passed, and since then, there's been no word.
Thomas Hamill left his family here in Macon after his dairy farm went under. Friends say he took a job driving trucks in Iraq to make ends meet.
The 43-year-old works for the Houston-based engineering and construction company Kellogg Brown & Root, a division of Halliburton. Most in his hometown knew he was working in Iraq, and when he was snatched by gunmen, news spread quickly. Georgia Taylor was Hamill's social studies teacher.
He was just a sweet, good child, and he was a joy to teach.
Known as a good boy back then and a good family man today, Hamill was last seen on a videotape from Al Jazeera TV. An announcer quoted him as saying he hopes to return home one day. Words his family and friends echo thousands of miles away. Elizabeth Sanchez, CBS News, Macon, Mississippi.
President Bush will hold a news conference tonight answering questions concerning Iraq and those hostages. You can see that live right here on Channel 12 at 7:30. Still to come on First News at 5, a city engineer in Ardmore still on ice tonight. What a licensing snafu will mean for the city. Plus, the FBI on the hot seat as the 9/11 Commission works to find out how it happened. But first in weather, a warming trend, but still talking about a chance for storms later on. Alan Crone has your forecast next.
Presenting The Great Escape from your Texas Ford dealer, where right now you can get a new 2005 Escape XLT with a great low $249 a month payment. And that's loaded with everything you need for the perfect getaway, including a V6, automatic, 6-disc in-dash changer, aluminum wheels, side impact airbag, power driver's seat, and air. All for just $249 a month. A great escape at a great low monthly payment. Get yours today, only at your Texas Ford dealer.
You kids should save your money for a house instead of these fancy, zesty turkey panitos.
May your marriage be as long as this panito.
Very nice. I see fresh oven roasted turkey, real provolone, sun-dried tomato sauce on a lovely toasted ciabatta baguette. This is Trey's Gourmet.
Thanks for dating our wedding, Uncle Jack.
Oh my gosh, did you see the ref totally blow that call?
Like, yeah, he was like so embarrassed.
If that call costs us the game, I will be like a major mad.
Totally.
What's enough to make anyone chatty as a schoolgirl?
With U.S. Cellular Share Talk, you and 3 others can share 1,000 anytime minutes and get unlimited incoming calls, all for just $39.95 a month.
U.S. Cellular, we connect with you. And right now, get up to 4 free Kyocera Phantom Color Screen phones.
At iMart Express, we beat the competitors 50% off sale prices every day. Just listen.
I got 1 pair of glasses for only $38.74.
I got my glasses with bifocal lenses for only $58.74.
My glasses with the new progressive lenses were only $88.74.
I got my glasses in about an hour at iMart.
iMart Express will beat any price on brand name frames, or they're free.
In Sherman, across from Midway Mall on Texoma Parkway.
You're watching KXII's First News at 5 with Matt Brown. Sports with David Reed. And now, Alan Crone with First Weather.
Well, last night's and this morning's temperatures ranged from 36 in the west to about 43 in the east. Tonight it'll be a little cooler. There's an opportunity for a little bit of light frost through the area, but it shouldn't be a big deal. And then we're going to start this warming trend. The clouds that you see here on the Lawrence Marshall Auto Dealership Tower Cam over Denison are these little fair weather cumulus clouds that have formed today with a combination of a little bit of heating, not much, but also an upper level disturbance that's moved across part of western Oklahoma that's now pushing to the eastern sections of Oklahoma. That'll dissipate. These clouds will go away, and the temperatures will drop as radiational cooling takes place. Sherman's at 61 right now. Humidity is at 39%. The barometer is falling. We have west winds at 10 miles per hour. Ardmore, the temperature is 61. A live look also to the north here. Humidity low at 36%. The barometer falling. Northwest winds at 10. And Paris is at 61. The humidity at 39%. The barometer falling. Northwest winds at 10. Those winds are going to diminish later tonight. The elevation in Texoma is pretty close to normal. Water temperature 60. And sunset tonight at 7:56. Sunrise tomorrow morning will be at 6:57. Normally today would be around 73, and you can see again this was not a normal day. Had a chill to the air, in fact, until late this afternoon. 62 in Antlers so far, the high for today. 59 in Duncan, 61 McKinney, Frisco and Denton at around 59, and 61 in Bonham. By the way, that Paris temperature is interpolated. That ASOS system is not working right now, so about 61 in the Paris area. Water vapor imagery, showers and thunderstorms here, and on the backside, that's where the snow was falling today, part of Tennessee and Kentucky, 2 inches. And then here's the little disturbance that's generating a little bit of cloud cover in our area, but again, that's going to go away here pretty soon. Radar, nothing to show you there. Cloud cover, well, again, we do have some clouds across the eastern sections of Oklahoma and Texas. But these clouds will also dissipate with a loss of daytime heating and as that little forcing moves off to the east. What's happening across the country? Well, showers and thunderstorms, some strong to severe in the Virginias, and then there was the 2 to 3 inch snow across Kentuckiana. Nothing here in the middle, but out to the west, showers and a couple of thunderstorms trying to form from Seattle southward. Salt Lake City right now is at 71. Denver is at 65. And then the cool rain continues from New York upstate back down to Cleveland and Indianapolis. And then Atlanta is chilly today. In the 40s, 43 in fact. And temperatures tomorrow in Atlanta will be about 53. We're going to be around 72. And then we get warmer Thursday into Friday. Current readings, 57 in Oklahoma City, 61 in Dallas, 66 in Austin. And high pressure is the dominating feature right now. And the clouds are in the eastern areas. Here's the computer model tonight at midnight. High pressure ridge will slide off to the south and east. The winds back out of the south. They'll be increasing Wednesday and Thursday. We'll have windy conditions. You see that dry line kind of waffling back and forth? That's going to happen Thursday and Friday. There may be a shower or a thunderstorm that could form off of the dry line, but I think that would be primarily Saturday night and Sunday when the dry line will start to get active, and particularly across the northern sections of Oklahoma and Texas. 35 in Durant tonight. These are overnight and morning lows. 34 in McAllister, 35 in Davis, and 35 in Ringling. There's going to be an opportunity for a little bit of light frost across some of the lower lying valleys. 41 in Commerce tomorrow morning, 38 in McKinney, 37 in Denton, and then we'll warm up nicely. It'll be a good day tomorrow. 73 in McKinney and Frisco, 76 out west in Nacona. Still some 60s hanging on from Paris, Hugo, Antlers, the Comanche Wilderness area. Temperatures there will be in the upper 60s, but it would be a very pleasant afternoon. And out to the west, the I-35 corridor, 73. So mostly clear tonight, 37. Some frost is possible, shouldn't be a big deal. Variable winds at 3 to 6. And then tomorrow, look for sunshine, 72. South winds at 7 to 15 miles per hour. This forecast just continues on. It's not going to change until the weekend. When the weekend gets here, we'll talk about probabilities for thunderstorms, but we'll talk more about that tonight at 6. We'll see you then.
All right, thanks, Alan. Primary election runoffs today in Grayson County and across the state of Texas. There are 71,000 people registered to vote in Grayson County. By 3:30 this afternoon, only 86 had voted in precincts 1, 2, and 3. Those positions on the ballot today, the Precinct 3 County Commissioner's race and the statewide Railroad Commissioner's race. Grayson County Clerk Wilma Blackshear Bush didn't want to give us turnout percentages until all the votes are in, but she did stress the importance of voting in this runoff.
They are electing their county commissioner in Precinct 3, which is the west part of the county and an area of Sherman. So it's important for them to get out and make their voice known in their county commissioner's race.
Polls close at 7 o'clock tonight. Election officials hope to have those votes tallied by 9 o'clock. We'll let you know. Ardmore City Engineer Tom Ice still on suspension, and today meeting with city leaders about his future. Ice was suspended last month after the city discovered he had not renewed his engineering license for 4 years. The city feared his mistake could affect projects that involved grant money. Tonight we know it won't, but Ice still may lose his job. The city will meet with him again in the next couple of days. They hope to make a decision by the end of the week. Coming up next in sports, the Mavericks play for playoff seeding tonight in Dallas. And with the NFL draft approaching, Rashawn Woods hopes to catch on with the team in the first round. Sports next.
The Lone Star Edition Dodge Ram hauls more than Texas pride. With 20-inch wheels and its available 345 horsepower Hemi, it also hauls the title most powerful pickup in its class. Now get a Lone Star Edition Ram with 0% financing or $3,750 in total values. Plus our 770 powertrain limited warranty. So grab the truck that outperforms Chevy, Ford, Nissan, and Toyota. The Lone Star Edition Dodge Ram.
Pizza Hut's having a national pizza sale.
Buy any pizza at regular price and get any medium pizza for just $5 more.
I'll get a supreme
Regular price
and a pepperoni.
$5 buckaroos.
Meat lovers.
$5
Peppers and onions.
$5 Reno.
Sausage.
Hash browns.
Veggie lovers.
$5 Maximus.
$5
Pizza Hut's national pizza sale. Buy any pizza at regular price and get up to 5 medium pizzas for just $5 each. The sale's so good you gotta go for more.
Hope the kids are hungry.
Gather around the good stuff.
Data, internet, voice, long distance, fiber optics, phone systems, toll-free service. If you thought of Chickasaw as just a local phone company, it's definitely time to think again.
In 1927, Rule Little established a law office that has become Southern Oklahoma's oldest and largest law firm, representing you in all legal matters. With locations in 6 communities and over 160 years of experience, one of our attorneys will be able to assist you whatever your problem may be. If you have a problem or need legal assistance, please call us toll-free at 877-566-8040. The lawyers you choose do make a difference.
Now, First Sports with David Reed.
The playoffs don't begin until this weekend, but for the Dallas Mavericks, they may be treating tonight like a playoff game. In a tie with the Memphis Grizzlies for 5th, the Mavs will play Memphis head-to-head to try and improve their playoff seeding. The Mavericks have not shown any signs of being playoff ready. On top of losing to non-playoff teams on the road lately, they've also been banged up. Michael Finley will try to play tonight, but he's not anywhere close to 100% with back spasms. Josh Howard is nursing a hamstring pull. Just 2 games left before they'll need to be ready for postseason play. Here's a look at the Western Conference standings. Some teams with 1 game left, others with 2. Either Sacramento or the Lakers will get the 2 seed in the playoff for winning their division, meaning the Spurs or T-Wolves will slide to the 3 seed. If the Mavs win tonight, they'd likely be matched up with the Lakers in a 4 versus 5, especially since the Kings hold the tiebreaker over L.A. If the Mavs lose, they'd likely get the Spurs in a 3 versus 6 matchup. That's assuming that Minnesota and Sacramento hang on to those top 2 seeds. The NFL draft is less than 2 weeks away. The Dallas Cowboys have the 22nd pick. Most people expect them to go with a running back or go defense again. It's too bad they're not in the market for a receiver because there are plenty of those this year. Oklahoma State receiver Rashawn Woods visits the Pittsburgh Steelers today. Some say they're not in the market for a wideout, but they bring in Woods, likely looking at him in the 2nd round. They have the 12th pick in round number 2. Woods could go late 1st round or slide into the 2nd round. So we'll have to keep an eye on Woods. Lots of good receivers, including Roy Williams from Texas, expected to go high.
All right, thanks a lot. Coming up on Medical Minutes, life-saving information about the Heimlich maneuver.
The legend grows. The new, longer Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, with more legroom, twice the cargo space, and trail-rated capability. Only in a Jeep 4x4.
In the next 2 years, a voluntary drug benefit will be added to Medicare. What does it mean for you? Lower drug costs with a discount card that reduces prices 10 to 25%. But that's just the beginning. When the law is fully implemented, the typical senior without drug coverage could have their out-of-pocket costs reduced by 50% or more. Lower-income seniors won't pay more than $5 for a prescription. And all seniors will have peace of mind, knowing their catastrophic drug costs will be covered. Learn more today. Call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Introducing Subway Fresh Salads. Made fresh in front of you, piled high with your favorite toppings. Try our Atkins-friendly grilled chicken and baby spinach salad. Pure baby spinach, grilled chicken, and Atkins sweet as honey mustard dressing. Or our Atkins-friendly classic club salad. Tasty meats and cheeses covered in creamy ranch dressing. Or our zesty Mediterranean chicken salad, sprinkled with crumbled feta cheese. Every bite more delicious than the last. Now this is how you eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
This is Darrell Lewis. Visit Third Monday Trade Days in McKinney, the oldest and largest trade day market in North Texas, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Third Monday is located on Highway 380, 2 miles west of US 75. In addition to the great food, you'll find home decor, antiques, plants, tools, collectibles, and gifts for every occasion, all at bargain prices. So bring your family and friends out this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because neighbor, if you haven't been to Third Monday, you just haven't been shopping.
The Heimlich maneuver, it's been around for 30 years and has saved thousands of lives, including former President Ronald Reagan. TMC ER nurse manager Donna Upchurch joins us today with more on this life-saving technique. Donna, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First of all, what are some signs that someone may be choking?
The universal sign, Matt, is the person usually grabs their throat and they might put their hand up in the air. We are taught in CPR then to ask them if they can speak. If the patient or the person can speak, then that means that they're still able to exchange some air, and you need to let them try to cough that object out.
Now, is the Heimlich maneuver only used for choking victims?
Actually, no. It's also recommended for victims of drowning. Again, the thought there is that before you can get air into the lungs, you must get the water out.
Now, how do we go about performing that maneuver?
Well, the first thing you do is from behind, wrap your arms around the victim's waist. If you have an extremely obese patient or a pregnant patient, you can lay them on the ground. Make a fist and place the thumb side of your fist against the victim's upper abdomen, below the rib cage and above the navel. Grasp your fist with your other hand and press into the upper abdomen with a quick upward thrust. Do not squeeze the rib cage. Confine the force of the thrust to your hands, and you repeat until the object is expelled or your patient becomes unconscious, and then you would start CPR at that point.
Now, where can our viewers find out more information on that technique?
You can go to a website, www.heimlichinstitute.org.
All right. Donna, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up, the FBI on the hot seat in the 9/11 Commission. But first, Dan Rather has a look at tonight's top stories.
On tonight's CBS Evening News, the Attorney General and the FBI take heat about possible missed opportunities to stop 9/11. More U.S. troops under attack in Iraq. A Shiite chieftain threatens more bloodshed. You'll see and hear a test to see if a mobile home can survive a tornado. Plus a new warning about smoking, women, and cancer. Tonight's CBS Evening News.
How inspiring can a minivan be? Can it give you seats when you need them? And space when you don't? Yes. Can it take a mountain of stuff and make it disappear? With exclusive Stow & Go seating and storage? Absolutely. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Town & Country, starting at $20,995. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
Better choices. Sonic's got them, others don't. Come in for our new Chicken Club wrap.
grilled all-white meat chicken, crispy bacon, fresh lettuce and tomato, cheese, and light ranch dressing. And now available with our carb-friendly tortilla. Either way you order it, it's a fresh new way to get more taste. And right now, drive into Sonic and try our new low-calorie Diet Cherry Limeade. So good, the only thing you'll miss are the extra calories. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Hi, I'm Kyle with CNS Equipment in Sherman, Texas. If you're in need of an ATV, stop by and see our Arctic ATVs. We have a large selection of 2004 models as well as 6 2002 and 2003 models. Like this 2002 500 four-wheel drive automatic transmission Arctic for $52.50. Stop by CNS Equipment in Sherman, Texas.
See how to make every weekend an adventure with help from the Boat and RV Warehouse in Ardmore. See the wide selection of family-friendly trailers and fifth wheels, most with slide-outs from 19 to 39 foot. Choose from names like Layton and Gulfstream that offer the industry's biggest selection of floor plans. The Boat and RV Warehouse is also your dealer for the Craig Cat, absolutely the hottest new water sport craft. Remember, low overhead means low prices. Plus, we offer parts and even mobile services. See it all, plus the Toy Box travel trailers at the Boat and RV Warehouse, 220 South Washington, Ardmore.
The 9/11 Commission pointing another finger of blame, this time at the FBI.
Learned that the FBI didn't know what it had. We found stuff in files here that the right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing.
According to the Commission, the FBI failed when it came to collecting, analyzing, and sharing terrorist information within the Bureau and with other agencies. They found a long-standing problem of agents not understanding or reacting to terrorist threats. A former FBI director says his budgetary constraints were also to blame, saying it made it difficult to hire qualified people. Coming up next, we'll take a look at what we're working on for First News at 6.
Ford Explorer and Ford Expedition, the reasons you want an SUV. Both offer superior ride and handling, the ultimate in protection, and plenty of passenger room. Expedition is the first and only full-size SUV to offer a powerful third-row seat, while Explorer is the SUV most people trust to get them there and back. Now both come with $3,000 cash back or 0 for 60 financing. Explorer and Expedition, the reasons to see your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
The French have a word for a little something extra. What you'll find in all Brahms French ice creams. Like French vanilla chunky chocolate, combines the smooth, distinct flavor of the vanilla bean with the richness of dark chocolate. French banana pudding brings a taste of home to the table. And French cappuccino chunky chocolate, combining roasted coffee and dark chocolate. French ice creams from Brahms. Something extra, carefully blended to perfection.
Mother Nature's fury chewed up this mobile home neighborhood. Tonight, putting these homes to the test. Are they safer? Details on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Jerry tells it like it is.
You're not very bright, are you?
No, I'm not. Elaine's boyfriend is totally honest.
He doesn't play games.
What is the point of dating without games? How do you know if you're winning or losing?
But will this couch come clean?
What is this?
What is what?
This puddle on my sofa. Could he have?
Prepare yourself for the awful truth.
Let me pee on my sofa.
On the next Seinfeld.
Tonight at 6:30 here on Channel 12.
Coming up tonight on First News at 6, under 24-hour suicide watch in 24-hour restraints. Andre Thomas and his attorneys wait for official word that he's either competent or incompetent to stand trial. We'll have the latest on that story in a live report and what it could mean for Thomas's future at the Grayson County Jail. That's all for 5. The CBS Evening News and Dan Rather is coming up next. Before we join that, though, let's have a quick check at the forecast with Alan Crone.
It's going to be warmer the next few days. Temperatures will start to warm up into the 70s, almost near 80 by Friday, and then over the weekend, a very slight chance of thunderstorms. We'll detail that in 30 minutes.
All right, thanks a lot. Now to Dan Rather. Good night.